Greetings from Boston. Rafael Nadal squeezed out a three-set victory against Alexander Zverev on Sunday to win the Italian Open. Many argue that Nadal is poised to take his record 11th title at the French Open in a couple of weeks. But I believe that's wrong. I believe Nadal's chances of winning the French Open this year have declined considerably, and I want to explain why today. Subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up. This is Tennis Talk Daily. Well, I certainly wouldn't say that Rafael Nadal's path to victory at the Italian Open was an easy ride. On the other hand, there were a number of players who posed real threats to Nadal's supremacy on clay that lost in early rounds and therefore with whom Nadal did not have to deal. Dominic Thiem is the key player in this regard, and he lost to Fabio Fognini, who went on to face Nadal and take a set off Nadal. But I said before that Rome was not being kind to the one-handers. Well, that bore itself out. By the round of 16, there were only two one-handers left in the tournament, Shapo and Kohlschreiber. And by the quarterfinals, there was not a one-hander in sight. Well, that's relevant because I believe the one-handed backhand is key to beating Nadal. I think Dominic Thiem, in other words, stands a better chance of beating Rafael Nadal than Alexander Zverev does, although Zverev did prove that he can bring something. He can bring something of a threat to Nadal. But without any one-handers in the tournament, again, Nadal was looking a little better than he might have otherwise been in the quarterfinal, semifinal, and final stage. Well, Nadal had to deal with Djokovic, and Djokovic was playing quite well. I think Djokovic now is rising. I can't quite depend on him, but this run in Rome is very promising. Djokovic may be finding rhythm right at the perfect time, right ahead of the French Open. We'll have to see what happens, but Djokovic could have a deep run at Roland Garros and could pose a bigger threat than he posed in Rome to Nadal. Nadal did get through Djokovic, and he went on to meet Zverev in the final. So, what happened in this final? Well, the long and short of it is that Alexander Zverev had this in the bag. Zverev, as you probably know, was up a break in the third and deciding set, and Rafael Nadal at that point was just falling apart, crumbling under the Zverev blitzkrieg. Well, then the rain came, and play was suspended for a while. Enough to give Rafael Nadal a break, some rest, and some perspective, and he came back after the rain suspension, immediately broke Zverev, and basically stole the match. I know this is going to be somewhat controversial, but I do believe in my heart of hearts that if the rain suspension had not occurred, Alexander Zverev would have defended his title in Rome. Nadal would have fallen to Zverev. Zverev had this in the bag. Nadal could not recover from the onslaught of Zverev. He needed a break to recover. That's the truth. He couldn't do it on the court because it just kept getting worse, really. It seemed like a foregone conclusion that Zverev would win. He was just getting into rhythm. So I do think that this is a qualified win for Nadal because as soon as Zverev is back on the court with Nadal, he's going to be hungry to redeem, and the rain is not going to be there for Nadal most likely. So I think that the performances in Rome by Nadal and the dynamic in Rome generally suggest that Nadal's chances to defend his title at the French Open have declined considerably. For most people, he's probably the favorite, but I think that there are some real problems going into Roland Garros for Nadal because there's going to be more competition. Djokovic could possibly be a real contender, and who knows who else will come out of the woodwork. Perhaps Dominic Thiem to take his first Grand Slam title. Comment below. Let's get in a discussion about this. I do not mean to take any credit away from Nadal for the great tennis he played in Rome, but the fact of the rain suspension did help him. And had there been no rain, I firmly believe that Alexander Zverev would have won that match. Comment below. Signing off from Boston. Bye.